My name's David Ledesma. It's my great pleasure to meet and interview Mark Gyetvay, who is Chief Financial Officer and member of the Board of Directors of Novatek. Mark, welcome to Flame. Nice to have you here.
Thank you very much.
I'd just like to ask you a couple of questions if I can, and perhaps let's start with your project on the OAO Peninsula. Perhaps, when do you think we can expect FID, and who are your target markets going to be for that project?
Well, first of all, it's probably good to explain a little bit about what we've done to date.
Yeah.
We've completed the pre-FEED study this year. That was conducted by CB&I Loomis.
Right.
We've engaged them now to do the FEED study, which we expect to be completed in about 12 months. So to get the FID, I would expect that we're probably talking about sometime in mid to late 2012.
Right. Okay.
Now, in terms of marketing, I mean, the LNG, this past year, we've opened up the Northern Sea Route.
Yep.
We made a historic voyage of sending a 70,000-ton tanker from Murmansk to the port of Ningbo in China during the navigable season in September. We expect to use that again this year with additional volumes, but that just proves that we're able to ship LNG, if needed, to the Asian Pacific market. But I think it's a combination of Asian Pacific, European market. First production is expected sometime toward the end of 2016.
That's very ambitious, I have to say. Do you think that's a realistic deadline?
I think the activity to date is pretty realistic. I mean, it might have a little slippage, but we've been pretty good at keeping to schedules and targets on our projects.
Absolutely. That's interesting. And of course, even though the northern route is possible, it's not really going to be underpinning, is it? Because it's only part of the you can move the LNG through that route, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the core distribution of the LNG. I think the European markets will be the majority of our production, but the Asian Pacific market opens up the optionality for us ascended, and it also provides where we are located in the OAO Peninsula. It also allows us to work with other industry partners in swapping arrangements.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If I could move on perhaps to Russia itself, the Russia market, and obviously Novatek is a very important gas producer in Russia, and I'm just wondering, is independent gas production expected to increase quickly, and where will the additional gas be sold? Will it be sold to Gazprom, or will you be selling directly to customers?
I mean, we've seen, since we went public in 2005, we've seen about a 92% growth in our gas production. And I think we're one of the few companies that have grown our production even during a crisis. This year we have ambitious growth of about 30%, and we're selling a combination to both what we call end consumers, mostly power generation companies, and some of our production is being sold to what we call X-Field or to Gazprom.
Yes.
So with the expected growth in independent gas production, I think you'll see a combination of sales going to Gazprom directly and others to end consumers.
Right. Do you think the startup of the Gazprom field on the OAO Peninsula in 2012 will have an impact on independent gas producers in Russia?
Not directly, and I say that because largely that field, that area of development, is earmarked for export through the OAO-Europe pipeline.
Right.
So I don't anticipate that production will change any dynamics of the independent gas producers. In fact, I think Gazprom has been pretty open in stating that the independent market, the independent producers will gather or grow a larger share of the Russian domestic market at their expense. So I think the OAO projects for Gazprom particularly will be earmarked to Western Europe.
Excellent. Well, Mark, thank you very much for joining us today in Flame, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.